All right, we're getting into some video game Twitter, ladies and gentlemen. I think I only kept one from last week's one that we were supposed to do.
Okay.
But I have some fresh new things that I scrolled through while I was on the bike, double checking. While we worked out this morning. Yay! Team Fat.
It was death.
For you. Hey, you gotta activate those muscles, man. All right, here we go. First one is Xbox One's first official keyboard is built for the couch.
No.
Woo!
No.
So first off, this keyboard or this article is from IGN. The keyboard, first off, is going to cost you $249.
That's not enough.
400. No, 400. I can't even talk. $249.99.
Okay.
In Q1 in 2019 for North America, December 31st, 2019. Obviously, I just said that. And then you can pre-order it on the Microsoft Store. It's made by Razer.
Wait, so it doesn't come out until next year?
Yeah, Q1.
Oh, you said December 31st, 2019. I'm sorry. Okay.
March 31st. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
okay.
I don't know how to read.
Okay.
Yeah, so you can pre-order it on the Microsoft Store. It's called the Razer Turret. And then there's already games being supported or that are going to support this. And then actually, like it'll have different experiences on the lights on the keyboards for apparently, which I don't know how that's going to work, but it makes it more immersive. Apparently, that's what it says in the article. But yeah, there's been apparently 16.8 million color options on the keyboard and effects, and it's wireless. So
okay, I hope it's wireless. Could you imagine? Oh
for you lazy guys that are not good on the sticks, there's an option for you. Next is Ubisoft pulls leaked Division 2 alpha footage. So apparently this alpha took place from December 15th through the 18th. And apparently there's been pretty good reviews on it, actually. Or people have been pretty positive about it. Like the first two Twitter attached screenshots that put, it's going to be fantastic. The content will be immense and fruitful. This is a guy that played Division 1 pretty frequently. The next guy played 500 plus hours on Division 1, and he's super stoked. And it seems like they're going in a good direction, and they're really listening to the input that the players have been giving them.
See, I think that this is the sort of game that is going to benefit incredibly from kind of the struggles of the first, because I don't think we never really bounced back into the dark zone or whatever it was called.
We got a launch, and then we jumped off of it after the first month, and then we jumped back into it I think someone else got it for the first time.
Basically a weekend, I think.
Yeah, it was like a weekend, but someone got back into it or just got it.
Yeah.
And then we all got back into it. But it didn't, not that it didn't it just, I was already over it, and then there was already other games out that I wanted to play.
Right, yeah. So, but hopefully what we'll see with Division 2 is that they'll take everything that worked really well, because it was one of those things where the more they added, we didn't go back to it to play Division 1, but a lot of the reviews for the content they added throughout the year were very positive, and the changes that they made. So hopefully they can make some good changes to the story, more like the campaign elements. And then if they can implement sort of those same multiplayer systems that they eventually built in Division 1, then Division 2 has the potential to be a really solid game.
Yeah, I think so too. And yeah, if they jump off from what they did at the end of Division 1, and I'm really stoked on what Siege does too, because it's
This is why I want a second Siege so bad.
But Siege 2... But, I mean, regular Siege is already good as it is, honestly. But Siege 2
could be so much better.
Siege 2, I think they're working on, obviously, but...
Imagine a Siege built for the X and the PS Pro.
I know.
The destructibility will be so much better. There'll be so much more options they can use.
But wouldn't it be better for Siege to be like a launch title for the next consoles?
Sure, I guess.
I would say, yeah.
As long as it's like built for that.
Exactly. That's what I meant.
Yeah, okay. I've been wanting because now they have this whole plan. They're like, oh, we're gonna release 100 characters for Rainbow Six Siege. It's like, please no. First off, you can't balance that many characters.
Oh yeah,
and
it's like Smash.
Secondly, like just make it with not necessarily a new engine, but like make it compatible, directly compatible with the new hardware.
Yeah. We'll see. But Ubisoft looks like they're doing good things. Let's keep moving. Harry Potter Wizard Unite teaser could hint a gameplay mechanic. So apparently there was a teaser. I did not see this on the internet at all.
Neither did I.
But this is not. Last article was also an IGN. This one's also an IGN article. What I didn't find out in this article was like what console is going to be on and anything. And then when I looked at most anticipated, it said iOS and Android. So that's a little disappointing, unfortunately. But what we found out is like what it believes to be present time, because the novels were technically in the 90s. So Harry Potter and those movies are technically, in the 90s.
Okay.
And then so this will be taking place in our present time. So it's like after Harry Potter. So it'll be look what it looks like. What they gotten out of the teaser. I think there's like some stamps or something like that they found that they analyzed. Apparently there's like missing brooms that you're gonna have to go look for or something like that. It's, I don't know. It
sounds captivating.
It'll all make sense apparently when it's on launch. But it's the makers of Pokemon Go. What were they called again?
Niantic.
Niantic are creating this game. So is it since somewhat?
So
good
does that
hands?
mean that we're gonna have to walk around our neighborhood looking for brooms?
That's what
and
I'm guessing.
casting spells with our phones.
I'm guessing that's probably what you're gonna have to be doing.
Expelliarmus. Except you have to like Expelliarmus.
yeah, basically. But we'll see what it looks like. It looked decent in some of the screenshots, but we'll have to see.
Could you imagine if it was actually voice controlled? What if it was motion and voice controlled?
That's
so it's
interesting.
Wingardium Leviosa, and you had to like move your phone, but say it out loud too, so you could like find all the dorks really easily because they're walking around.
Yeah, I guess. But I would rather have the RPG game that we teased or that we saw instead of this. But maybe this is like a precursor to that, or some kind of what do you call it? Something that they're cooking up to see if there's any kind of audience for it in the first place. Because maybe they kind of did that with Pokemon Let's Go in a way for the Switch.
I think that Let's Go is more of a like Pokemon Go was such a success that they tried to then transition that success into more direct financial, because Pokemon Go wasn't Nintendo. But Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu, like I think they're trying to take advantage of that success and like get some people to buy Switches.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what it turns out to be. The next one is called one of the Switch's top selling game is a bad game that costs 1 cent. So this is a Kotaku article. It's a game called Bouncy Bob. Right now, or when the article was written, it was in the top selling games or top sellers on the eMarket, right behind Mario Kart 8, Super Smash Bros, and Stardew Valley. And the only reason why, obviously, because it only costs 1 cent.
Were those what I noticed from that was that were those game listings, the sales in order?
No, it was just
okay. I was gonna say, I was like, wow, Stardew Valley outsold Mario Kart and like stuff like that. I was like, holy crap. Okay, never mind. Sorry, that's what I took out of all that. That's what I took from that.
I don't think it's in order.
One penny games.
It didn't say.
I imagine it's like when the Humble Bundle comes around on Steam. Once a month. It's people buy it because it's cheap.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's just interesting because it's only 1 penny, but it's actually not very good. Apparently, it's very frustrating to play. The mechanics aren't very good. But because you also play as a blob, I guess.
Why not sell it for like $1?
I don't know, 1 cent apparently.
You would only need to get the equal revenue. You would only need to make 10% of the sales at $1.
I guess, but 1 cent is 1 cent, right? Let's get it out there. I feel like 1 million people bought it. How much is that?
It's getting out 10,000.
Damn, that sucks.
But if you sold it to 10,000 people, or like 30,000 people for $1 instead of 1 million,
so make more.
You make more money.
Yeah, I don't know.
Doesn't make any sense.
Happens,
it must have cost them like 2 cents to make it.
Well, maybe that's why the game's so bad.
I don't know.
Anyways, that's there for you guys. There was a lot of dumb articles that I found, but I'm not going to say. There's one cool one from last week's batch. Next generation Xbox is reportedly codenamed Anaconda. So it's changing from Scarlet, apparently. Or maybe Scarlet is the no disc, and then Anaconda will be like the full disc one.
Okay.
Apparently, Codename Anaconda and Lockhart are reported for two codenames for it. How they found this out, I do not know. Or Windows Central to. I don't know. They're from like Xbox SKUs apparently. I don't know. They just found it somehow.
So now we're gonna get Xbox 2 Project whatever edition.
Yeah. But it looks like the release dates
edition
are probably pointing to holiday 2020.
Okay. I mean, that's fair enough.
I would say it'd be better to get it out before then, but
well, the last Xbox released in November, right?
I know. But I feel like people that are gonna buy it, they're gonna buy it, and then you also can capture like the holiday market later on as a boost in a way. I don't know. I think and then getting it out before the PS5 would be helpful too, I guess. But maybe it also depends on the games on launch too. So
I don't think they necessarily need to get it out before the PS5, especially
I do
because the problem last generation was that the PS4 came out first and it was $100 cheaper. So I think like if they're on equal price footing, I don't think it'll really matter too much. As long as they have some games to back it up, which they've with all their studio acquisitions and such, it looks like they're gearing that way. Whether or not those games will be good will remain to be seen, but they're at least working that way.
And that was also an IGN article. I cannot talk apparently. I got two more for you, and then we are done. Last one is Metro Exodus has gone gold. Will release 1 week earlier. So they moved the date up to avoid, I think, Anthem, I believe.
Yeah.
Which is fine. And then we'll talk about this in the topic after this Twitter topic. So yeah, it'll release, was planned to release on February 22nd.
Right.
Will release now on February 15th. That's also an IGN article, which is a smart move for them. Last article, which will be probably our next topic for just anticipated in general for next year. But the last one is the 40 games we can't wait to play in 2019. I am apparently really bloated or something. I don't know. This is a Verge article. It goes over 40 games. I really would recommend looking at this, not just for what people are looking forward to playing, but like things you might not know that are coming out next year that you are being refreshed on or just finding out. Because there's a lot of stuff that when I look at these 40 games, I was like, oh, wow, I totally forgot this was going to come out next year. So it's a good article just to check out so you can kind of plan for your 2019 for your games. And then that is going to transition into our next topic, which is our anticipated movies, TV shows, and video games of 2019. But before we do that, let us know down in Twitter land what tweet was your favorite. And then if you want to show us any cool tweets that we missed for video game news, let us know down below.